Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to another episode of SimCity here in New Seattle. What we're going to do today is we're going to have a look around and see what we've done so far and see where we need to carry on working. Obviously, we've sort of done half a map. We haven't done this little bit area yet at all, but I'm thinking of doing university and high school over here. Obviously, we want to mimic a little bit around the edge there, but we are getting bigger now, and this starts to put a little bit of strain on our resources. The other thing I want to do is I want to put in some trees, and I worked out, I had to Google it, I have to be fair, but look, I can plant a forest. So what I thought I would do is in this little area here, is just pop in a little bit of forest, a little bit of greenery. Whoops, I don't want that one. I want forest. Just a little bit of forest, just to build it up. A little bit over here as well, and here. And it just, I think some of that helps with the pollution. Should hopefully raise the land value, what I thought, having good lots of trees and wildlife around. But in any case, there we go. A little bit of greenery in that hole, because we did make that section a wee bit bigger than we needed to, where our public library is. But other than that, it's all good. So, sewage, let's have a look. We're still got plenty of space for sewage, but at the moment we are throwing it out on the ground over here, which, I mean, it's by the railway line, nobody's really anywhere near it. But what we want to look at doing potentially is saying, actually, we need to be a bit cleverer with our utilities. So our garbage, our power, our water, and our sewage. So I'm going to introduce, I've got 33,000, and this is just from our own money. Look, I'm getting loads of cash, not having to borrow anything. I've got one bond free, but I'm going to buy an upgrade here, and I want to get the, it's not approved yet. What do I need to get it approved? I want to upgrade the city hall, do I? Oh, well, we're a little way off there, so I can't do that yet. Didn't even know I had to do that. I want to get the utilities thing, you see, so that I can stick it on one of the sides here, and we can build up and get some decent utilities in. But we haven't got that yet, so we have to ignore it and carry on. What's our power situation? 2.3, that's fine. Water, 13.8, that's fine. Water level is clean and nice too. I might. I was going to say I was going to look at starting putting the power plant, the other power plant at the top there, but we'll leave that for now. We'll leave it for now. Let's have a look at our other utilities. Let's look at our bus station. Where's our bus station? How many? 2,000. 47 minutes wait. It's an amber wait. Well, let's upgrade that a little bit. We've got plenty of cash. Let's get plenty of buses moving about, so that we can get our dudes and dudettes around this city. Let's put in a couple, I think, maybe. How much are these? 7,100 now. Okay, let's stick a couple in. Brilliant. And that, as I say, is just going to help, hopefully, to reduce the pressure on the road system, which hopefully will mean that we won't have an entire meltdown with cars and traffic and such. Excellent, so that's done. Still on 19 grand, which is fine. Our school. How are you getting on over here, school? I could put another roof on one of you. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, almost at capacity. I think it's time we do another little bit over here. Let's stick in... What do you mean I can only have one of those? Oh. That school is as big as it's going to be. Isn't that silly that you can't put a double one on top here? Look at the kids come out of there. Wow. Holy moly. Oh well. Well, let's move on to the next bit of education then. Let's stick in our high school. Can we do that? We've got 24 grand. Let's go and have a look. Our high school is here. That's community college. Where's my high school? Here's my high school. 60,000 we need for that. 800 desks. 1,000 an hour. We could probably take a little loan out for that, couldn't we not? Could we not? 25. It's not going to be quite enough. We could pay off this loan. Let's do that. We're paying off debt. We'll let that build up a little bit more, but I think we can do that. And then when we get to the whole point of putting a university in, I think we can use that over here where we've got plenty of space, because it's quite a wide, it's quite a big building to put in. Oh, I can't do anything this episode. It all seems to be against me. Okay, well, sod it. Let's get some... What do we need? What are they talking they want? A little bit of industry? Yeah, a bit of industry, not much. Well, let's carry on our roads a little bit. We can do that at least. Stick that down there. And down there. And let's pop in a bit more. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't have to go crazy with it. You don't want to just sort of strip them all the way down there. But that will hopefully just nip off that demand. They also want loads of low wealth commercial. Look, that's what they really want. Low wealth commercial would be nice. That's interesting. Oh, what's wrong with them? Not no shoppers. We need freight. Well, I don't understand what this is all about then. Because this is a freight yard. This is a depot. Manage global markets. Add storage. But you see, I've got trade depots to be able to move freight about. But where's freight coming from if not from my industry? That's the bit. It's not making any freight. Freight shipments are making huge profits, but apparently none of them are reaching my goods stores over here, which is annoying. Nobody's outside protesting, which is a reasonably good thing to happen. Okay, we can't do that then. Let's have a look at upgrading roads. I'm going to upgrade, I think, these ones. To start with. Up to high density. That means that we can get lots of traffic through those around the town hall. And this means that these guys here... Oops, I shut that down. That these guys here have full... Well, they should have full access to the density. Needs workers. I suppose, yeah, they're going to want education on that, aren't they? That could be a problem. Need more money. We've got plenty of buses moving around. The traffic's moving pretty good. Buses, has that waiting time improved? Buses 15, let's have a look. 41 minutes, so that has come down a little bit with the increase in buses flying around the city. Getting people about, that's good. We haven't yet done this one. We're still waiting for the medium wealth people to attend. They've not attended yet, which is rather unfortunate. What else can we do? Those are now in and they're starting to earn us money. That's brilliant. 9,006. How many do I need to upgrade? 15,000. Ooh, that's going to put a lot of stress on my... Going to put a fair bit of stress on my services if I can't upgrade them until then. But never mind. Nothing we can do. 16,000. So now I could take these two loans out if I wanted to. Subtotal 8,000 an hour. If I take that, then we'll start. We'll leave it. We'll build it up the slower way. I think I want to take out the loans if I don't have to. I'm wondering where we can fit a bit more. So I'm wondering about taking out some of these and putting in low wealth commercial at these lower ends. I might do that. So let's go to our zone and dezone them first. That means that they're not going to automatically go back again. So they're now dezoned, and I'm now going to bulldoze them. Okay. That will help their pollution, by the way. That will raise land value a wee smidge. Let's pop in, though, our blue, because they want that low commercial. So let's give them some low commercial. There's no reason for this commercial to grow to medium levels, so we don't need to worry about that. And this, hopefully, will meet some of that demand, because that's quite a whopper of demand. Low wealth, blue demand for shops. And there was 1, 2, there was 3 factories there that we've knocked down. That's built up again, because they obviously want to put... What's that say? Workers needed. There are more workers than there are jobs. Okay. Well, let's zone in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will replace, although it's obviously we're not adding, but we are replacing some of the ones that we just knocked down over here. But as I say, we needed this sort of lower end stuff. We've got 3 here that we could put another 3 in if we wanted to. Or we could do the 3 here. And just knock them out a bit. I might do that. Those 3 here. That is dropping though, so let's see how far that drops before we build anything new. Because if you're not careful, you end up overcompensating. So let's see how far that drops down before we do anything. But that hopefully will make people a wee bit happier. We're now in night time. As you can see, whoa, that was a plane. We're 35,000 now. definitely want to get the high school in here, because with the education, I think some of these workers, some of these units need higher skilled workers, like a tech level even. And at the moment, we're at level 3 for our education, which is good. It's average. It's over the middle. It's over halfway, but we want to obviously push that on a little bit. And I think high school is the next job. I also want to get a stadium in here at some point. Where's my stadiums now? Sports. That's a skate park, but that's not a stadium. Where's our stadiums, do you think? Education, mass transit, fire, government? Nah, be under here, this one, I suppose. Tourism, culture, stadiums. So we've got an expo centre and we have a pro stadium. Look at the money. Gracious. Expo centre, again, this is about tourists though, isn't it? Tourists, I don't want an expo centre here. I really don't. Obviously, we've got a couple of things of worship, so we don't need any more of that either. Let's not build stuff we don't need. We're at 44,000 now. I could just take out a single loan and put in our high school. I'm going to put the high school pretty much next door to this school. I need it to have plenty. How much room? What add-ons do you think it has? Let's have a look. High schools. Can't see the add-ons. Oh, it's got quite a high. It's got 2 blocks either side. Because I'm sort of aiming that I may actually stick it sort of straight next to this one, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? So that all the education is on this side. Everything has to come over here for schooling. And I don't know whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. I have no idea. But I do like the idea of having the primary school and the high school next door to each other. It sort of makes a little bit of sense in my mind to do that. It's quite a modern looking school though, isn't it? Okay, well, let's do that. Come on, pay me please. 6 minutes. Have I got enough for it to go straight away? Might have a do. Let's do that so it's on sync. Why did it like... Plenty of room for the university. Oh, a little slightly shy look. We'll be able to afford it next time. Look at the demand has dropped as well for those commercial demands. Just as well that we didn't overcompensate by making all extra commercial. That would not have been a great idea. Okay, we've got enough money now. Do I want that flush or do I want that flush? I think I want that flush. So, bang! We have a high school in place. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty nifty. Oh, it's got buses too. Okay. So it's got 2 school buses. We can stick a sign outside it, obviously. Something like that. It's got a flag. It's got a flag. Stick a flag outside it. What's the school called? Just called the high school. Home of the Spittin' Llamas. That must be the frat name or whatever they call it over in the USA. Oh, you have a gymnasium? Wow. Classrooms, additional classrooms, a gymnasium, school bus lots. I haven't got enough money for any of these things yet. Home to the triumph spirit, misery of nerds, boosts tourist attraction in the city, increases medium wealth, residential land value, medium wealth. So I'm quite pleased it's at this end and not at the other end. If I'd have put it down here, it would have been at the wrong end. But we're now going to have, hopefully, enough. I don't know how many school kids are going to come to this school straight away, but it's already hiring. It's going to be open in an hour if it has enough. I'd love it if it opens straight away. Yes, hello. We're really going to smarten up these students now, Mayor. We're on a great course here. If we keep going, we're really going to give these students a good head start in life. Excellent. It's still hiring teachers by the look of it. Which means it will probably miss its first day of school. Never mind. How much money have we got? So that's taken quite a hit on our profits. You can see our education price, but it's so worth it because it's really going to make a difference. Oh no, we're off. Off goes the bus to collect the students. I'd quite like to have another bus. I know it's going to be expensive, but let's have another bus. There we go. Off we go, another bus. Let's go and get the kids in the school. And hopefully, as you can see, we're already getting an education boost from that. Not getting any tech level yet, but we are getting a bit of a boost. And that's pretty cool, because that's what we want. Now, does this mean that we're going to split our schools? Let's look at our education. Not enrolled and enrolled. So, are these light blues now? Who are they? They're 57 passengers waiting to come to school, I assume. They're all going to this school at the moment. These 800 odd. How many are we going to get coming into this school? How will we know? Do I need to put in separate stops? No, that's a school bus stop still. So it should be okay. Because that would be annoying if they had different stops, because that would just be ridiculous. So is that sharing that 800? Whoa! There's 290 students just arrived at primary school. 4-star. Be nice to be a 4-star education. What's a community college do? Sure, it's not accredited, but it's a lot cheaper and smaller than a university. Adds to mid-wealth residential land value. Tech level of nearby industrial buildings. So that's the sort of building we want to put sort of over here, yeah? Which will increase the tech level around these buildings, as well as be able to sort of boost the medium level. I mean, I'm sort of tempted to put it on its edge in here, but obviously on this side rather than right by. I don't want it right by the industry, I don't think. I'd like it to... Well, maybe we do, we'll see. So these buses are off and out. We're picking up all these students, obviously. 801 students, and this one's got no students, which is annoying. I hope I'm not paying for stuff that's not happening, because that would be really frustrating. So these, what does green mean? Educated. Okay, so these are all uneducated houses, these are educated houses. Well, maybe we were too late on the first day. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe. But in any case, the high school is in. It's at 17. I'd like to put the gym straight in it, but I don't know what cost that would be. Let's have a look. Put a gym straight on the side, do you know what I mean? It's 10,000. It's 250. It raises medium land value. So we want it on this side, really. There we go. Gym is already in, looking after the fitness of our students and getting them up to scratch. It will raise land value and tourism. Why tourism? Seems an odd thing to raise. Raises medium land though. Boosts tourist attraction. No idea why. Seems a strange, bizarre thing for it to do. In any case, there we go. That's in. So this will just boost up this land value over here, which is helpful. Again, we've cut our money back a little bit by doing that, but I think it's necessary. No students being taught there today. 929 being taught over there. It's just nice to have a high school in, really. Oh well, never mind. Carry on. That will, I'm sure, next tomorrow. I reckon that will probably pick itself up. These buses are bigger as well, aren't they? Oh, hold on, hold on. Buses are going in. Anyone getting off the bus? No students. No students, but it's costing a fortune, but no students. That's depressive, but it's just the way it goes, I suppose. I suppose I could have the university at this end near the coast. That would be quite a cool place to have a university. Okay, well, that's education sort of looked at for today. I suppose we'll just leave that to run and let the education levels pick up. It's already almost at 4 stars, which is pretty good. That's where we wanted it to be. And that does mean there'll be less crime, they'll be better at garbage, not being quite so wasteful, which will help when we get to the recycling point, when we finally upgrade enough to be able to put in our facilities, utilities place. Oh well, very well, let's carry on. Let's build along here. We're going to build out from here. Let's put in... I don't know whether I want to do it that way or whether I want to go back to doing lines. I quite like the idea of putting lines back in. Lovely. Let's put in... What do we need? Although I am going to cut this off here. That's a good point. So this is going to go up there, like so. In the middle one, in these ones, we're going to put in... Did that work? Oh yeah, by holding down control I can do that. So that puts in some of those, and let's put in Oh, that's better. I don't have to keep pushing the button now. Let's put in some of those. We want to be a bit careful, because if we overstretch ourselves at this precise moment in time, we won't be able to power any of this or be able to deal with the water supply that's needed. So we need to be a wee bit careful we don't overstretch. We need more industrial after we ripped out these ones down here. We want some more industry up the top here. Let's put that in as well. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Just hoping. Now all of the pollution is being blown that way, away from the main city, hopefully. Obviously we've cut out the pollution from here. That should have improved a little bit of the air quality. Not a lot, but enough. Let's have a look and see how our utilities are doing then, before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Look at our police. Police has got 2 in the jail cells. That seems to be coping alright. I don't think I'm going to need to do a great deal more with that at the moment. Let's have a look at our clinic. Now, this is starting to creep up, isn't it? 19 patients being treated. Can I do anything? I don't suppose I can add on top of this, can I? No. I would have to get rid of both of these buildings to be able to put a bigger... or just one. Let's do it. There we go. Increase the size of our clinic. Obviously, until we get a thingy-bob of health, a department of health or whatever it is, I can't put hospitals in, but that should be okay. And we should be able to just fill this little bit in, I suppose. Blue? Oh, it has got blue, but will that be enough? That should put something in there, shouldn't it? Looks like it should. Looks like there should be enough room. If not, we'll forest it. It'll be fine. Petition to build my own house is finally approved. Awesome. Where am I going to put myself? I want to put myself over here, really, with the posh people. Really boost the land value over here, or I could put myself sort of in the centre, but I don't really want to put myself dead slap bang in the centre. But I do like the idea of putting myself on one of these major roads and spreading out the land value. That only destroys a couple of houses if I do that, and it's very central. Boom. Hopefully that increases land value, people like me a bit more. I'm on a main route, which is quite nice. Handy if you get to work. I've only got to cross the road. It means I ain't got to have a private car. That should save them a load of money for local government. They should all be very happy with that. Hopefully that's put land value up. Shall we have a look? What's this? Where's the land? That's the happiness map. People are generally quite happy. There are some very big problems around here. Closed for the day. They can't get any freight. They need workers, but I suppose they need university taught workers, which we just don't have yet. But they're coming, but just not yet. Where's land value? Look at the land value up here. Very nice and high. Very nice and high. Boosting it up. Very good, very good, very good. Negative. That's negative. Why? Oh, it's an abandoned building. Well, that can go. How many abandoned buildings do we have? Just the one? Awesome. Okay, well, we've got rid of that. Now we don't need to worry about it. Just the one abandoned building, probably from a fire or something. That's another thing we need to check in a moment, is our fire. So they're going to be building up there. And where is our fire station? You've got 2 buildings now, haven't you? Out responding to fires. Fire trucks, 2 per day. 2 of 5. 2 of 5 fires extinguished per day. Can I put another one in? 15. What will that get rid of? There we go. We'll put another one in. Fire coverage for neighbours available. It's getting costly. We don't want to do too much, but it does allow us to put out fires quicker and hopefully save some of these buildings. How many fires are they responding to? Another one over there, is it? No, that's a police car. Oh, there's the other fire truck. Dodgy meat company. Love it. Well, we've increased our fire coverage. It's not ideal. We've increased our medical coverage. We've increased our bus depots. Should I increase? I'm still worried about that. We've increased our education. We've put some more education in. We can't do anything more with that. 933 students. And they're teaching no students. It'd be interesting to see what happens to this today, because I'd quite like to see that actually teach some students. I think that's what it should really be doing. Power wise, again, I'm just slightly concerned. Yeah, we're just on the edge now. Now we can't expand this one, but I think we need to look up here and begin to put in our next. Put that in. If I go to power, this one, what have we got? We've got a solar farm which produces 8 megawatts during peak hours, but nothing at night, I assume, and that would be problematic. We could, of course, put in, that's 8 megawatts, we can put in another one of our wind. And I think that's what we'll do, we'll put wind in again. What's wrong? Why can't I put you in here? Oh, please don't tell me it's not big enough, that's nonsense. It's big enough down here. Okay, well, if I pull the road across at the bottom here, like so. Now can I put in a wind farm? Yes. So let's put a wind farm in here. And that's, again, a bit more costly, but it will mean that we're not going to get brownouts or blackouts, which obviously we don't want. So that's going to produce another 2 megawatts, which should just keep us going for a little while. Now that we're increasing our size, because obviously we've got these have gone in as well. Off that goes, and we're up to 2.3. So that gives us a little bit more clean energy, not a lot of pollution. Actually, I wonder in terms of pollution, I wonder what the air quality. That's the wind. Have we got air quality? Air pollution. Yeah. So, yeah, we've managed to clear out the air pollution from here. You can see the air pollution map is moving it all that way, which is not over the main city, which is fine, but it's these you want to look at moving. And what we want, we're going to put some more along the top here, because that will blow it straight out over that way. Then we can free up all of this down here and not have dirty air being blown over the city, and that's quite important for our medium and high wealth residents, which I quite like. He's got full power now. You can see around what their power drain is. Song music plays for the day. Okay. Are we power already down? Why is power so low suddenly? 2.3. I could upgrade that and put in. This is far more effective. That's not approved yet. Let's put in a sign for this. I could put in like that. Does that mean that I can put more in here? It does. Okay, so we can expand this evermore, forevermore. We're going to put in. I don't know why that doesn't look even, but there we go. Putting another one. And that should definitely mean we have more than enough capacity. And we've got a little extra growing space around this little dirt track if we need it as well. So, excellent. So we've done so much today. So we've increased our power. Good. Clean energy. We've put some trees in. What else have we done? We've done a high school which has got no students, although we'll find out what that's actually going to be doing in a little while. I'm hoping it's going to teach somebody soon. Otherwise, it's really frustrating. Our education levels are almost at 4, so we've increased that by a little bit. So let's see what happens when we get to. Are there kids going in here now? No. No students. Wonder why. It can't be in the wrong place. It's on a road. It's got access to everything. There's nothing else I have to buy specifically for it. What are they? Oh, they're the little scouts or something. Funny. Oh well, we've increased our bus station, we've increased our police. We haven't increased our police, we've increased our fire, we've increased our medical centre, we've increased our buses. I wonder, what's that on now? 3 out of 10, you're fine for now. Although I have got the cash. Let's do it, sod it. Let's put cop cars on. Cop cars, they're important. 1, 2, 3. How much do they cost? It's 1,000. That will do. Police coverage for neighbours available now. That gives us a lot more police cars that can be used. Not jails though, but jails will come later. So we've increased our police. I don't think that's too bad. I know we haven't built a lot. Obviously we built a little bit out there, but we haven't built a lot today. But we've put a lot of stuff in to increase. So hopefully we'll be alright. What's our water situation? gurgling away fine. Sewage is worrying me. Really does worry me. We need to. I really would like to be able to get to the stage where I can have a water treatment plant over up the top here somewhere out of the way. But nevertheless, nothing we can do about that at the moment. Tons of money. Now, can I upgrade this middle road as well? Is that upgradable? I want to have a look. Are you upgradable? High density for 12. Oh, for streetcar as well. We don't want a streetcar in the middle there. Well, that might be a nice idea one day to get to the middle of town. But we've got our normal buses. We don't need that at the moment. So these have been upgraded to high density. And these will also be upgraded to high density at some point, but not just yet. So they're fine. Have you got anyone in your school? I'd love us to teach someone. No students. Well, if you know what I've done wrong as to why this school doesn't work... Oh, hold on. Are these all students going in now? Oh, there we go! Thank goodness. I haven't done anything wrong. 68 students, apparently. That's pretty good, pretty good. And what's the difference, then? Are they different, like a different type? Let's have a look. A little bit of green. Says no education levels, just enrolled or not enrolled. So I suppose, yeah, so that's gone down a little bit. 950, that's maxed. Okay, that can't go any higher. But they should now be able to start filtering through. I know. I can't put any more on, though. You're not allowed anymore. You won't allow me to put a roof on top. I wish I could. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you can have is 4, yeah. So you can't have anything more on that school site. So I'm going to leave that as 1 for the moment. We can always build another primary school if we really need to, but let's let that grow. We've got over 1,000 students enrolled, so we're doing good for education. Brilliant. Well, I think we'll call that an episode. So we've increased a lot of our utilities. We're trying to prepare for the stage where this gets up to 15,000. We can put a Department of Utilities in. Look at these upgrading themselves with the police coverage and extra coverages. That's quite good. That's going to get us some cash, hopefully. Not right away it won't, but it might do. Look at this big old building. Doing well. Fantastic. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's a lot of building, a lot of talking, but if you know what I'm doing, if you don't know what I'm doing, if you want to look at more on my channel, I'm doing Minecraft, I've got Crusader Kings 2, obviously we've got SimCity, KSP is about to end, but we'll soon replace that with something, and I've got a collab with the great Digimaster himself on Hammerwatch. So, thanks very much for watching. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time in New Seattle. Take care, bye.